Here we go. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most Wendy O, and we're going to be talking about how to prepare for Solana's next mega move despite the network outage today. Yes, I went ahead and posted a YouTube post for you guys. And I did media on TikTok and IG. And of course, I just yell and scream on Twitter into the endless void because it's fun. But Solana's network did go down today. And apparently there were some people shorting it from what I heard. A lot of FUD about it. So we're going to talk all through the FUD. We're going to talk about what happened and talk about why I'm not going to sell my Solana right now. And I'm not really worried or concerned about the network outage or it going down or them having problems. So some of you are going to appreciate what I have to say because it's going to be very raw and honest. And others of you will get upset, and that's okay because it's my channel. I do what I want to do. But at the same time, it is important to try to discuss this as non-biased as possible. Full disclosure, I am a Solana holder. I've got a bag of that. I've invested in some Solana-based projects, and I also hold Solana. I've got a moon bag from like 2 years ago. TikTok. We were buying sub $20 or something like that. I don't know, but I still got that, and then I added a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into that. So Solana went down. The network went down today. This website here, status.solana.com, shows that all systems are operational. The mainnet beta, the RPC nodes, Explorer, Solana.com, Break Solana, yada, yada, yada. Now over here is going to be the Solana status. They're basically talking about what's kind of going on. Engineers from across the ecosystem are investigating an outage on the mainnet beta. This thread will be updated as more information becomes available. And this is where we got status.solana.com. One thing I want to remind you guys, if you're invested in a project, you should be following all the project's different socials. For example, if you're a Solana investor, you might want to consider following Solana status and the Solana official page, joining their communities, those types of things, just so that you're kind of in the loop, because sometimes we're not able to get all of the news all of the time. But this way we can, and you can also create lists on Twitter. You could set alerts for certain accounts so you see what's going on. Because when news like this happens, it could be a potential to add more to your bags or to dump your bags or de-risk or whatever it is that you want to do. So little tidbit and trick there. Okay. So basically what's going on? I've got a better update over here because mixing is awesome. I'm not going to read all of this stuff over here, but apparently Solana just went down for 5 hours and it was due to high transaction activity. And this caused a performance degradation. The mainnet validators had to restart their nodes with software from Solana that included a patch to address the issue. Network is now back online and fully operational after the restart. The Solana Foundation is going to release a statement about the cause of the outage, and VanEck's head of digital asset research, Matt Siegel, blames a bug that had been found and patched on Solana's testnet, but not yet fixed on the mainnet network, and the Solana co-founder retweeted the post. The last time Solana went down was April 2023 for 2 days. That's a long time for a project to go down, a long, long time. I'm going to get back to this in a minute, so bear with me. But again, this, Solana's over here. This is from Mr. Matt Siegel, recovering CFA. Basically, this gentleman over here from VanEck is explaining what happened. VanEck, I'm still waiting for my mugs and my gear. Got to check the P.O. box. All right, now over here, no, that's a separate story. And I'm going to talk about this story from Gala in a little bit, but let's kind of break down what's going on with Solana. So there's a couple key things that I see that make me a little bit, is this centralized? Solana is 100% centralized. Ethereum is centralized. The only project that is not 100% centralized is Bitcoin, but it will be because of the involvement of BlackRock and TradFi. You can get mad at me all you want, but it is what it is. That doesn't mean that I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. It doesn't mean that I don't think we're going to see $1 million Bitcoin one day. It doesn't mean that I'm going to dump my Solana. It doesn't mean that I don't think Solana is going to $1,000 or $200 again, or whatever that is. This stuff is centralized though. The fact that the mainnet validators have to restart their nodes with new software from Solana, what does that tell you? That's telling me that they cannot operate in a decentralized manner without Solana, without the official company stepping in. If you disagree with me, comment down below. I want to know why. Again, I'm not the most tech savvy person. I'm just reading what is being said. And if you cannot function, if your project cannot sustain without guidance from the higher ups, it's not decentralization. That's not what decentralization is. Okay. So with that being said, Solana is pretty much centralized in my opinion, and that's okay. I still rock with it. I'm holding the project. I'm going to appreciate the gains I'm going to get later on. I think all of the meme coin money that's been going around on Solana, it's going to float back into NFTs, vice versa, and it's going to go on to other chains. And I think it's fine. I don't have an issue with it. It just is what it is. So that's just kind of my opinion on the matter. But now everything is up. It's working. One thing I will say is I wonder why when they did the Jupe airdrop, they didn't have any problems with the network. Because that was a massive airdrop on the ecosystem, a massive strain on the ecosystem. So the fact that they were able to sustain through that, but then have a little bit of an issue for 5 hours, that sucks. Generally, when my cable goes out, it only goes out for an hour or two. So it's kind of a significant amount of time. But at the end of the day, guys, and make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys share it. I'm going to do Q&A. I'm going to answer some questions in a little bit. But it's centralized, and that's okay. I'll still buy more. But I want to go ahead and now take a look at this tweet from Jason from Bitbender from Gala. This is actually a very interesting point of view over here. Within the Gala ecosystem, we very much believe that the future is multi-chain. We understand the stress that our friends at Solana were under due to their outage stay, and we stand by to assist in any way we can. I see a future where Gala chain could be used as a failover for other chains leveraging our node network. We are stronger, we build together. And you know what? This is actually, I appreciate this take. Tech-wise, I don't know exactly how this would work, but remember we've talked about interoperability a lot on this channel. Like when Polkadot kind of first came out, I was really excited about it because they're really, really focused on interoperability. But basically what Jason is saying is that if we can achieve some sort of happy medium with interoperability where all these different chains, all of this different programming language can discuss and talk and communicate with each other, then we can come up with a plan to where we are coordinating and working or partnering or utilizing other networks to assist chains that are having issues. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. I don't know how it would work, but the Gala network, they run on a lot of nodes. I'm a node runner. I've got 3 founders nodes. I've got 3 music nodes. Raider, I think you've got, I think Raider's got 3 film nodes. I forgot what we decided to do with that. But we're part of the Gala family over here. So Solana, y'all need help. Tell me what I need to do with my node. Happy to do it. But that's actually a good take. And I think that, I think we could see other projects kind of come together in that sense and support each other. Why not? Would that make it more decentralized? I want to know your guys' thoughts. Do you think it would make it more decentralized? Do you think it would make crypto more decentralized? That's just my opinion. But let's go ahead and get into the money stuff, because why not? Oh, gosh, golly. I was rearranging my stuff and I got a little bit confused, but that's okay. That's okay. Wendy does that sometimes. But let's go ahead and take a look at Solana's price action. Then, of course, we'll take a look at Bitcom. No, this is over here. Here we go. So this is what happened with Solana price-wise, maybe because people couldn't sell it. Just kidding. Anyways, this is going to be Solana on the daily chart over here. We broke down below this trend line that we had drawn way back. It was just kind of let us know what was going on. There's not a whole lot of volume right now on Solana. I'm taking a look at Market Cipher and MACD. We are looking a little bit bearish that we are going to retap again on $91. But really, considering we have that massive outage that lasted for 5 hours, that's not really a bad price action when you think about it. Excuse me. So price-wise is not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and remove this little rinky-dinky trend line. We don't need her. I'm going to eat it also. I'm planning on eating a very delicious wrap after I do this. I'm really, really hungry, like super duper hungry. Yeah, and really Solana's kind of been consolidating in the 75 to about $104 range. If you want to bring it up a little bit more, you can to $95. So price-wise, we're not looking too bad. The 6 hour just kind of going sideways. The 4 hour, same thing. So if you were trying to short Solana during this, RIP, because we didn't really do anything. That would be pretty dangerous. So I don't know. There's not a whole lot going on. We are going to probably continue to consolidate in this range, and that's partially due to Bitcoin. Now, when we take a look at what Bitcoin is doing right here, Bitcoin is just kind of in this also another really big consolidation range. I'm going to go ahead and remove all of our drawing tools because we don't need them right now. MACD is bullish on the daily. Market cipher printed a green dot, and we've been balancing above the EMA 9 pretty well, which is nice for Bitcoin. Really, really nice. Taking a look at the 12-hour chart, just going sideways. And again, we've talked about this range quite a bit, the $44,000 range to about the, we can say 40, we'll bring it up a little bit tighter, the 41.6. So about 41,000 to 44,000. That's kind of the range that we've been in with Bitcoin. And this is the 12-hour, and you can see it on the daily as well. We could drop it down to 40,000 if you want, but really we've sustained in this range here on the daily for almost a week and a half. And on the weekly, it's a little bit longer. You can bring it all the way down to the swing lick lows here. So Bitcoin's been ranging. And the thing about Bitcoin, when Bitcoin does decide to range, sometimes it's very bullish for altcoins. Sometimes it's not bullish for altcoins. And right now it's really not bullish for a whole lot of altcoins. Like the market is just kind of undecided as what's happening. And again, you guys, you have to remember we're in this new, we're kind of in this new scenario with Bitcoin because a lot of TradFi is coming into the space and all kinds of stuff. So that's what's going on. If you would like to trade with me, we have got a Femex ref link, or excuse me, not Femex, excuse me. We've got a CoinCatch ref link. That's for my degenerates, my international degenerates, people who are not going to be using KYC and just getting a little bit wild. You guys could use that. That helps support me in the channel. And if you are an American citizen and you're somebody who just wants to dollar cost average and not take cuckoo trades and be a cuckoo person, you could use Coinbase. Again, with any of these exchanges, not your keys, not your coins, and you should be using cold storage. And you do need to read the terms of service, but all of the ref link money we get helps support me. And this was how we do payroll, how we get graphics and all kinds of stuff. So there's that. That would make my day if y'all supported me in that. If not, that's totally fine. But really, there's nothing too terribly exciting happening, really. And I guess it brings up another question with Solana going down. Is Solana going to need a layer 2? Will Solana need a layer 2 for times of to help relieve the network, like we have Matic Polygon on Ethereum? Think about these questions. Think about these questions and do your research on them. Put them in your trading investing journal and come up with better questions. But for the most part, we might need that. And I'm also seeing a lot of people talk about Cardano now. They're like, Cardano never goes down, and that's pretty true. I don't think, and I'm not like, I hold Cardano, but I'm not like a crazy Cardano person. But has Cardano gone down? Has it? Have they? Yes, no, maybe so. Let's see. Oh, Cardano's gone down? Okay. Make sure you guys smash the like, get it up, help support me and the show. I'd appreciate it. So overall with Solana, I think it's going to be fine. I think that we've known for so long that Solana has had outages. The network has gone down. There's been, there's a pretty strong aspect of centralization. Doesn't mean you shouldn't build on it. Doesn't mean you shouldn't invest. Doesn't mean you shouldn't use it. Doesn't mean any of those things. It simply means that's something to consider, like to talk about it. And I think it's important to talk about both the good and the bad. Like the great thing about Solana, I went on Bonfide yesterday and I was able to pick up a pretty cool domain for $20, 20 USDC. And also another thing that was really awesome about that experience as opposed to Ethereum was the fees to do it. Super affordable, like pennies. Second off, super fast. Because the network was working and it was affordable. Really, really affordable. And you could have done it in USDC or Solana or whatever. And I used USDC. So I was able to pick up a domain, CryptoWendyO.sol, which was really nice. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a pretty good experience. And also, too, the domain names on Solana do not expire like the ENS domain names, from what I've been told, because I Googled that up. So it's just a different experience. I do think Solana will continue to do well. And as far as, Wendy, what is the all-time high going to be? Well, let's take a look at the weekly. Right now, just because, all this insanity is happening. I don't see why we couldn't hit all-time high again at least 248. Would that be great if we got like $700 Solana or $1,000 Solana? Yes, 100%. I don't want to call for that right now, but I do think that we will be able to at least hit all-time high. I really do, even without FTX's help. But let's get into the next news story because we got a lot more to cover, you guys. Okay, so Coinbase assets added to the roadmap today. We're going to get into our crypto news section now, okay? So it looks like heliummobile is going to be added to the Coinbase roadmap. The Solana network SPL token contract address for heliummobile is blah, 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 blah. So that's a contract address for that. So generally when something hits the Coinbase roadmap, it's probably going to get listed at one point. That means they're considering listing it. If you don't know what Helium is, Helium was actually pretty big on TikTok for a while, way back in the day when we used to get views on there. But it is, they've done a couple different things a few different times. And I think the community had to vote to put it over on Solana. I don't remember. But basically, mobile is used as a protocol token of Helium mobile network. It's mined by 5G and Wi-Fi hotspots through data transfer revenues and proof of coverage. Protocol tokens like mobile always be backed by HNT and converted in HNT. HNT is a utility token of the Helium network. So they've got HNT and they have mobile. Helium is a blockchain-based network for IoT, Internet of Things, devices that uses nodes as hotspots to connect wireless devices to the network, and HNT powers the network and serves as a payout whenever hotspots transfer connections data across the network. Okay. And that's actually a very interesting use case, and I like it. I think that that's a valid use case, and I actually like it. I think it's great. I'm going to take a look and see if we can find HNT. Take a look. We'll just use a biped chart. Well, this is the HNT. Helium, I guess, I think. Is it? Maybe. Let's take a look at, actually want to look at CoinMarketCap. HNT. Helium, woo! Helium is number 58. Number 58. It's trading at $6.95. Helium is already listed on Coinbase. So I guess they were talking about, and they're listed on OrangeX. Cool. Shout out to OrangeX. So I guess we'll take a look at mobile. Mobile. Spot crypto. What exchange? Take a look at Polo. Tried and true. Oh, that's a weekly. Take a look at the daily. Okay. Let's take a look over here and see what we can find. Mobile. Helium Mobile. They're currently 193 and they are under $1. I want to take a look at the KuCoin chart here. That's a great thing about CoinMarketCap is you can check the charts and all that type of stuff. So this is going to be the 15-minute chart. I want to take a look at the daily chart. This actually, would I buy this? Would I buy HNT? Not HNT, excuse me, mobile. Probably. I don't see why it wouldn't be a good idea. It just kind of launched, so that would be a little bit, I'd be a little bit cautious on that. But this kind of just looks like consolidation to me. Honestly, I would buy on some of these lows and then I would watch this area of support about 0.002. So, woo. Part of Solana ecosystem, baby. Anyways, let's talk about this story. So a lot of people are pressed about Solana going down, but guess what? Remember we talked yesterday on the show, which you guys didn't watch it. You guys didn't watch the second show. It's literally a 3-minute video and you should have watched it. But Ethereum, not only did they partner with GoDaddy, not Ethereum, but ENS, they partner with GoDaddy so you can actually link your ENS domain to your website. So we'll be doing the CryptoWendyO or wendyO.eth to the CryptoWendyO.com website once things cool down a little bit because we've been a bit busy. But Ethereum, 8% of their nodes were impacted, which is a lot. Is that decentralization? So Ethereum has problems too. But I wanted to cover this story because Ethereum's having some problems that a lot of people aren't talking about. Also, too, shout out to LP for the 199 super chat over here. GME on Sol is about to go burr. GameStop is back, baby. I don't know about that, honey. I don't know about that. I would be cautious. I would be cautious. KS says I should have kept it, sold it at 650%. Maybe I should mine like gamer. I don't know. KS, if you have let's talk about this. If you have a 650% gain, selling is okay. Or that's when that's when we would consider making a moon bag at that point. If you want to go back and mine it, whatever it is, totally fine. But that's why we make moon bags, is so you have a little bit of skin in the game. little bit of skin in the game. But I'm proud of you. You practice risk management. Taking profit is not bad. Let's go ahead and cover this story. Proof of stake apocalypse, Ethereum $50 billion wake-up call. And a lot of people, this is on CoinMarketCap. This is not on any mainstream media outlets. And this is important. The reason why it's important is because there's so much money with Ethereum. And now we got a lot of TradFi interest. There's so much drama, especially with the ETHgate. Yeah. Anyways, Ethereum faced a $50 billion loss due to a critical flaw in its POS system. POS weaknesses highlighted include centralization risks, winner, winner, chicken dinner, security vulnerabilities, and regulatory susceptibility. Bitcoin's POW emerges as a secure choice, offering decentralization and better security, 100% true. And this is in relation to Syscoin. Syscoin's ZKDA extends Bitcoin's security to other chains, providing scalability without compromising security. And the industry is urged to reconsider POW's roles for secure and decentralized blockchains. Okay. So let's talk about that really quick. Okay. Bitcoin is the most secure chain. Hands down, most secure chain. Proof of work is a lot more secure. It's a lot more decentralized than the nodes, just because they're set up in a different manner. And I think that it is important to pay attention to POW coins. Those are going to be the coins that are a lot more decentralized and they're a lot more secure. Bitcoin, I don't know, remember the last time the network went down. Is Bitcoin slow? Yes. When you want to bridge over BRC20 tokens or play around on the network, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff happening. But really, at the end of the day, it's more secure. So, and Syscoin is merge mining. So it uses like Ethereum and it's super fast and scalable like Ethereum. I know, right? But it also uses the security of Bitcoin. So it's merge mined. It's pretty interesting stuff. But those are important things to know. And again, I hold all three of these assets. I hold Solana and Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's kind of important to know. Now, let's talk to you about Ordify. This is something that we're going to be investing in. And again, we'll let you guys know that we're investing. But basically, Ordify Bridge will make it easy to cross BRC20 and Ethereum, which is so important. Like with right now, the way the BRC20 ecosystem is, it's just a hot mess. It's really just a hot mess. Like it's great idea, but we need faster transactions. We shouldn't be waiting over 24 hours, all of that stuff. Okay. And the Ordify wallet will feature rich for ordinals and Bitcoin ecosystem tokens. And the launchpad is going to have tiers so anyone can participate. And also too, they have a referral program if that's something that you want to participate in. But personally, I'm looking for the actual utility here because I love BRC20 and I think it's going to do incredibly well when we get even more bullish, but we need projects to continue to build. And I like all this competition with these new projects being brought up and created because like what we've seen with Ethereum, the competition with Ethereum with all these different layer ones, competition is good. We like it. It kind of just shows who's the best. So I think that that's important. So we're going to, take a chance and see what happens. Anyways, this story over here, Monero dropped 17% as Binance delists XMR. Wasn't it so funny the other day? We talked about Ron, which is part of the Axie Infinity ecosystem, getting listed on Binance and it had a pullback. And now with this right here, Monero dropped 17% as Binance delisted. If anything, this should have been bullish. This should have pumped 17%. Why? Monero is a privacy coin. And of course, Binance can't keep it listed because all the regulators are going to be cracking that whip, baby. So that makes sense. So it dropped 17%. Not a big deal. People that care about privacy care about Monero. Now let's talk about Mr. Gary Gensler. He tweeted this. Tune in to the SEC's open meeting where we'll consider adopting new rules to further define the phrase as part of regular business used in stationary definitions of the terms dealer and government securities dealer under the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. And this is part of our crypto news segment. So what does this mean? So basically, I feel like with the SEC, what they're doing at this point, they're just wasting time because we have a new administration potentially coming in. And hopefully, if Mr. Trump gets elected, Gary Gensler's gone. Because, with this current administration, if he stays in the power or if we get somebody that from the blue side that stays in the power, Gary's going to stay. And honestly, I know that there's so many different issues that a lot of people are paying attention to. But when you have somebody governing your money and telling you what you can and can't do with your money, that concerns me. That very, very much concerns me. I do not need the government. The only thing I want for the government is basic protections. Okay. You got to have police officers. You need like basic laws, those types of things. But when you're telling me, because I don't make $250,000 a year, I wasn't born into money, or because I work at, a mom and pop shop, that I'm not able to take a little bit of my capital and invest into these IPOs, or to invest in traditional financial products like people with money do, that I don't get special privileges because I'm poor. That to me sounds a little bit problematic, because again, when people have access to more money, they have access to better products and services, even if they are in poverty. Okay. And how do you get more money? A lot of people get more money by investing, or being able to invest, because right now there's a big wealth gap. Okay. And part of it is because people like Gary Gensler in the SEC. And we don't want that. We don't want to support that. So me personally, I need him out because he's not doing anything to help us. So we're going to be getting some clarity on, they're going to consider adopting new rules for different phrases, which just, you know what? Just make a damn law. Just put it into power. Why are we doing all these meetings? That doesn't even matter. Okay. And now we're going to watch this video. Okay. This is important. This is from Miss Janet Yellen. She is a 78th Secretary of Treasury, former Fed chair, always an economist. Her economic skills seem to be doing a really good job. And we're going to talk about what she says here, because she's urging Congress to pass legislation to provide clarity in crypto markets during the Financial Committee hearing. And last time I checked, America's having a crisis of their own with the US dollar, with $34 trillion worth of debt, with insane interest rates. Cost of living is high, inflation is high, all kinds of stuff. Okay. All these things are really high, but they're focusing on crypto. Okay. And remember yesterday we heard Mr. Jerome Powell, and I posted that video on TikTok, and they were like, no, that's not true. This didn't happen. You can literally Google it and it'll pop right on up. It will pop right on up. Okay. So this is what our public servants are worrying about. They're worrying about crypto, a very, very, very small segment of the financial markets. Is only the market cap of entire crypto, including Bitcoin, is like 1.6 trillion. And when we look at other asset manager firms, they're managing like trillions of dollars sometimes. Like it's just, or a trillion, I don't know, a lot of money. So the fact that they're focusing on crypto is just like the damn bank run. They blame the bank run on crypto. But let's go ahead and listen to her clip, because why not?
Council is focused on digital assets and related risks, such as from runs on crypto asset platforms.
Okay. So she's talking about the crypto contagion, and this is another reason, excuse me. Miss Yellen is talking about the crypto contagion. She's talking about assets that were left on the crypto contagion and all the companies that filed for bankruptcy. Very, very simple idea here. Japan did it with Gox. Have the force the exchanges, force the crypto platforms to segregate customer funds. I've been in crypto since 2017, and Gox went down before that. A bunch of other ones, Cryptopia went down. They didn't care. They didn't do anything. So she's now she's pushing this over to Congress and say, Congress, go do your job. So now we have to worry about the people in Congress if they align with us in crypto, because if they don't, they're going to pass predatory laws. But there could have been things that would have been done to avoid the crypto contagion, but she's bringing that up. And that's why I think that FTX was 100% planned, so that they can ban it, or they can give us really harsh regulations because they didn't do their job.
Forms and stable coins, potential vulnerabilities from crypto asset price volatility.
Guess what, Miss Yellen? Okay. Volatility is everywhere. Okay. The prices of food are pretty volatile to me. When I go to buy food, my temper gets real volatile because it's too damn expensive. And that's what happens when you trade assets. They're volatile. The term investment, people feel for some reason 401ks are safe. They're not safe. It's an investment. You can lose your money. But the fact that they're talking about crypto volatility, is it volatile? Yes. but so are a lot of things. My personal life is volatile, but I don't need any laws telling me what I can and can't do. Let people do what they want to do with their money, Miss Ma'am. Thank you.
And the proliferation of platforms acting outside of or out of compliance.
There's no laws. How could these platforms comply with laws when you have not given us laws?
With applicable laws and regulations. Applicable rules and regulations should be enforced, and Congress should pass legislation to provide for the regulation of stablecoins.
Now, stablecoins, why are they talking about stablecoins? Well, stablecoins actually do pose a threat to the US dollar, and they also do pose a threat to... what else do they pose a threat to? Just the US dollar to an extent. Just the US dollar to an extent. So that's why they care about it. Also, too, I understand the need for all these different stable coins, but I think what's going to end up happening, we're going to be able to use stable coins just like we use points, but get a gift card, like Kohl's will have like a $20, like you can send somebody $20 in Kohl's stable coins so they could shop at that store. I think that's what we're going to end up seeing. But this also undermines, not only do stable coins essentially undermine the US dollar to an extent, but they also undermine the control of a CBDC because they want a CBDC. That's what she's talking about here.
And of the spot market for crypto assets that are not securities. We look forward to continuing to engage with Congress on this. With this overview, I look forward to taking your questions on these. And the Council is focused on digital assets and related risks.
So basically, it's just a big word salad, which, you know what? I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to be on a diet and get healthy, but I'm just get tired of eating these word salads from these people. I really am. But I ate lots of bacon yesterday too. Also, Lo had her first cavity taken care of, and I took her. She did okay. I was proud of her. She wasn't too bad. She just screamed for the first 5 minutes. My poor baby. She's like, Mommy, my tooth is still asleep. It was cute. But she woke up and she was fine today. But what I did yesterday is that I made her just eat kind of soft foods. Like we did lots of bananas yesterday. We did blueberries on not the side of the cavity. And I just got her a little cup of refried beans to eat because it was soft. Because we don't want to have that filling come out. And plus it's on her baby tooth. Anyways, shout out to Lo. I love you, baby. Yeah, we talked about Yellen. Now let's talk about Spain. Spain's finance ministry proposes new tax reform allowing crypto to be seized for unpaid taxes. All right, let's talk about this. This is actually a very interesting story. Very, very interesting story. Proposal includes the authority to seize crypto and NFTs for unpaid taxes. Taxpayers required to declare crypto holdings, information already collected, must report profit and losses, must declare foreign held crypto assets, applicable for holdings above 50,000 euros. Okay, so again, we have a wealth gap. I'm tired of the wealth gaps. I feel like it should be for everybody. Because at the same time, like, I don't know, I think that everything should be equal, but it's not. But anyways, EU markets in crypto assets regulation, MiCA, implementation for Spain to be accelerated to December 2025, 6 months earlier than the official deadline, aligns with European regulations on crypto assets. So basically, if you're in Spain and you've got 50,000 euros or more holdings of crypto and you don't report it, you can get dinged for that. And also, too, they want to, as far as the crypto tax laws go, if you don't pay your taxes, if you don't pay your taxes, they're going to seize your crypto. And that's going to be complex. But do you see why they want all this personal information from you? In America, did they seize your stocks and bonds if you don't pay your taxes? Up to a certain percent, I think that they do. But that's kind of, I don't like it, but I see why that they're doing it. So I'll play devil's advocate here. I see why they're doing it. It's a direct infringement on your freedom, on your liberty, on your livelihood. But these people want their money. And this is why we always scream and yell to pay your crypto taxes. Why? Because these people will come for you. So that's why we use Scott. I like Scott. That's why I shill Scott. He's helped me. He makes my life easy. I pay him money and he does things. So y'all need a CPA. Go to CryptoWendyO.com and call Scott. He's going to hate me. I'm sending all these people to him. Thank you guys so much for smashing like. So this is a very interesting story, but hey, that's coming. It is coming, babies. Next, former Terra developer testifies against Do Kwon at South Korean court. From this report over here, oh my. Y'all remember terraluna? This kind of kicked off the crypto contagion. It really did. terraluna and Anchor and everybody and the stuff. So anyways, He said that Terra co-founder promoted the Terra USD stablecoin UST as a potential payment option to investors, despite knowing regulations prohibited that type of offering. That I don't know enough about, but potential payment to investors. I don't know if I agree with that. So first off, I don't know what the laws are in the regions where he was offering investors payment in UST, the stable coin. I don't know what those laws entail, number one, because the article doesn't say. And number two, I actually think I don't think it's that bad. Why am I saying that? I don't think it's that bad that they did that, primarily because if you accept tokens from somebody, and you decide to dump, that could cause some drama in the market, right? That could be a potential conflict of interest. So the fact that he was giving stable coins, maybe he was trying to be ethical. I don't know. I'll play the devil's advocate here. Is he still a horrible person? Yes. Did a bunch of crazy stuff happen? Yes. Did a lot of people get hurt? Yes. Does that make me mad? Yes. But at the end of the day, we still should ask these questions. We shouldn't blindly blame. And that's why I always continue to encourage you guys to think, to hear what I say, but to hear what I say, but listen to yourself, because you know better than I do. Trump says he wouldn't reappoint Fed Chair Powell. He's political. This is going to be part of our new segment, our finance, money, economy related news. This is going to be interesting though, because Powell, he just went on 60 Minutes and said that the U.S. economy is going to fail within the next 30 years. We know why he said that, because he'll be dead and gone or retired by that time and will not deal with any of the repercussions. But he said, but Trump said he would not reappoint Powell if he's elected as president. He says Powell is political. He thinks he's going to do something to help the blues if he lowers interest rates. He said it looks like he's trying to lower rates for the sake of maybe getting people elected. I agree 100%. If you agree with me, smash a like. He also said the U.S. won't survive if Biden gets reelected again. I agree. He says the CBDC and AI are very dangerous and something must be done very fast. I agree with him there. So let's break this down in we'll break this down. Is Trump my first pick? No. Am I going to vote for somebody who's pro-crypto? Yes. Why? Well, it's the industry I work in. It's what I live, breathe, eat, all of that stuff. Crypto has not only changed my life, but it has changed the life of many people around me and my work life. I've seen so many different people thrive in crypto. I've seen so many people from so many different backgrounds thrive because crypto doesn't give a crap about your gender, your race, your mom, none of that stuff. Okay, it's going to do what it's going to do. And I agree with Trump here that he won't reelect Powell. We saw that interest rates remain unchanged. I believe they stayed between 5.25% or 5.25 to 0.50%. What's a couple BPS between friends? But why all of a sudden, with election season right around the corner, why did they leave rates unchanged? So rates are going to stay because they're looking like they're going to be doing a good job for people. But really, these rates, you can keep them the same and lower them, but the cost of goods and services are going to be the same. And this current administration in power wants to blame corporations, which it is part of corporations' fault a little bit, but it's really the fiscal policies they put into place. So I don't know. All I know, though, is people ain't eating. They're not eating and they're having problems. And I don't like that. I don't want anybody to struggle. I do not want any hardworking American to struggle. If you get up and you go to work, if you work a 9 to 5, I don't care. If you get up and you go to work every day, you should not have to struggle. You shouldn't. Even the McDonald's workers, even the fast food workers, like, yeah, they're going to make a little bit less money. Or now, in California, they're going to make a lot of money, making more than me. Just kidding. But at the same time, I don't want people to struggle. Like, I wish we could go back to the days when you worked a minimum wage job and you would be able to rent an apartment or a studio apartment somewhere and be able to afford it. And it was like $500 and it wasn't like $100 million like it is today. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But just be cautious. Be cautious who you vote for. And unfortunately, in this particular election, we are going to have to pick the less of two evils. And you're going to have to decide what works for you. Crazy times we live in, though, right? Pretty crazy. Thank you so much to the 300 people on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you smash the like. Why we need to short Solana? I don't know if you want to short Solana. You can. That's your business. I'm not, this is the thing, you guys. I am not planning on selling my Solana. I'm not planning on shorting it right now. I think we will continue to see some nice gains. I think we minimum this cycle in the next 2 years, minimum, we'll see $500 Solana minimum, in my personal opinion. So I'll be holding. I'll be adding more. If we tap on that $75 support line, I'll be holding more. And if y'all want to trade with me, I've got my CoinCatch link down below. That's for you degenerates over there that love all that crazy stuff. Some of y'all. And again, you don't need to be using more than 2 to 3 times leverage. Okay. But when we got the Coinbase one, so you guys could use those and support me. And Trump is right about AI. AI needs to really, there's a crazy story I cannot discuss because it involves innocence, but there's going to have to be some sort of something that happens. And it's like, this is the thing, like me, I want to operate in a true decentralized economy, but when it comes to our babies, it's like, we need to put in some harsh restrictions with that because I care about that. That's just like, it's a weird thing. It's not a weird thing, but it's just a hill for me. And so it makes me, when I think about operating in a true decentralized economy and no laws, no regulations, that's like one thing that I can't, that I'm like, we need laws and regulations about. We need harsh punishments for people who break that. We need to really we need to do our best to stop bad things from happening to our babies. So that's where I'm like, okay, we can't operate in a true decentralized economy with that stuff because unless I have the option to clap the F back. But that's me. You guys know me. Anyways, let's talk about NVIDIA. Apparently, the market cap surged to 1.7 trillion peak, twice that of Bitcoin's. And this is because of AI. And again, crypto's market cap, let's take a quick gander. My beautiful, intelligent people. The total crypto market cap is currently $1.6 trillion. And NVIDIA, 1.7 trillion. See? See how that works? And Nancy Pelosi, I think she made an 83% gain with her portfolio or something. Who knows? I could be wrong, but honestly, at this point, that's just what we know of. But let's see what's going on with this. So this market cap of NVIDIA is more than twice the market cap of Bitcoin. And if you guys don't know what NVIDIA is, it's a chip manufacturer, and their chips are integral to expansion plans of cloud computing giants with new AI-focused chips in the works. And I think you can use some of their things that they have for Bitcoin mining. I don't remember or not, but it's just very, very interesting to see. We heard former President Trump talk about AI, that it does need some sort of regulations, which I agree. And this is another question I have to you guys. Like, our economy is struggling. AI and robots is going to take away a lot of jobs. But at the same time, if you could utilize robots and AI in a successful manner, it could also help you be more proactive at work. So it's like, where's the happy medium there? Where is the happy medium when it comes to AI helping improve your job performance or help you run your business, but not taking away jobs from people? I think that's what the current issue is and what we need to kind of focus on, coming up with a happy medium there. But it's not going to be our choice. What's going to happen is we're not going to get any regulations for AI, and then it's going to completely further destroy the economy. We're going to get that UBI with the CBDC, and then it's going to be too late. So I don't know. It's always a very interesting, back and forth. Anyways, we are also investing in GameGPT by Prism. Why are we doing that? Well, let's talk about it. And it's an AI project. That's exactly why. So basically, they just finished a 21 days of dual token burns, and it's listed on 10 different exchanges. And there's a lot more of this coming on the way. And they also have an AMA here. So if you guys are interested in this, you can go ahead and listen to it. It's on Twitter, and they put timestamps, which is awesome. Also, too, if you put a video on Twitter, you can make timestamps. But it's going to have they're going to be talking about Aavegotchi and Planet Mojo, Yuga Labs, all kinds of different stuff. And again, I've got a little Aavegotchi somewhere. I forgot what wall it's on, but I've got one somewhere. Shout out to Biddy. I hold a Mutant Ape. So they're kind of partnering and doing things with projects that I'm a part of. So pretty interesting. And also, too, we did talk about AI tokens before. But anyways, I'm invested, and this is going to kind of help improve GameFi, and we talked about GameFi heavily. We talked about GameFi, and this cycle, it's going to be Solana, GameFi, and Bitcoin. My personal opinion. I could be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong, but I'm going to keep doing it. Now let's talk about metamask. Wouldn't this have been so cool for TikTok? Like, when the whole GME, all that drama was happening, like in 2021, but metamask has a deal with Robinhood, and they brought in crypto access. is actually pretty cool. So let's talk about what this means, because way back in the day with Robinhood, you could not take your crypto off of Robinhood. And where I was telling people, I was like, you guys can't take your crypto off of Robinhood. Wendy, are you still fading GME, the people's coin? So this is the thing. If I don't get in the very early stages, I am not going to jump into something, because then you guys have already built your positions. You guys are going to dump on me. I'm not getting dumped on. Not happening. I don't have a problem with it. Do what y'all want to do. But if I didn't get in like super early, I'm not getting dumped on. Why would I get dumped on? Why would I give the market money? Act like you've been here before. Come on. I would maybe if I saw some bullish consolidation, but I haven't seen that. So unless there's some bullish consolidation you want to show me, but I'm happy for you. Hope you make a lot of money. But anyways, MetaMask lets users buy crypto through Robinhood, which is actually interesting. So MetaMask integrated Robinhood's fiat crypto on-ramp called Robinhood Contact as a service provider in its buy crypto feature. MetaMask users can buy crypto using Robinhood's order flow, and Robinhood users can fund the transfer to their crypto to their MetaMask wallet. So really quickly, MetaMask is not a cold storage wallet. It is a hot wallet. The safest way to use MetaMask is to be put on a burner device or a burner phone and keep it offline and keep it to where you don't use it. Okay, that would be the closest to a hot wallet, but that's still not a hot wallet. There's still a lot of vulnerabilities. So this is better than before, but this is actually pretty cool because all you degenerates can, do your stuff over on Robinhood and then transfer it to your MetaMask, or do a bunch of degeneracy on MetaMask and then transfer your gains to Robinhood and play with traditional stocks. I don't know, whatever y'all want to do. But I think that's cool and it's a good use case. But again, it is not a hot wallet. Or excuse me, it is not a cold storage wallet. It is a hot wallet. So cool. Shout out to them. All right. This is crazy. Banned, and this is a bunch of random news. Banned from GitHub without any explanation. So this guy right here is, he's very important, okay? But apparently he's a co-founder and he's banned from GitHub. But I think he got back on, the platform. I don't know. Anyways. All right, let's talk about this dude over here. This is craigwright. This is crazy. He basically said that he invented Bitcoin, which he did not. If he invented Bitcoin, basically what happened, he would be able to actually move Satoshi's wallets, and he has not. But basically yesterday we talked about how oh, thank you, gamer. I'm sorry. Sorry. Here you go. There's just a handsome picture of craigwright. So yesterday we talked about how craigwright presented his case in the UK High Court to prove his claims of creating Bitcoin. Since 2016, he claimed to be Satoshi. The Crypto Open Patent Alliance, COPA, initiated the trial. And their objective is to diminish the impact of patents and legal disputes over the crypto industry. Because basically, craigwright is saying, I'm Satoshi, and wanted to impose a bunch of copyrights and trademarks and all kinds of stuff, okay, patents, which could be detrimental to crypto and Bitcoin. And the latest, apparently, we found that COPA is backed by Jack Dorsey. Great. After the hearing, COPA said Wright's claim is a brazen lie, an elaborate false narrative supported by forgery of an industrial scale. There are elements of his conduct that fray into force, citing alleged use of ChatGPT to produce fake documents, emails. The trial also revealed that Wright engaged in email exchanges with himself. And if you don't know about BSV, you don't know about craigwright, you don't know about Kleiman, I highly recommend you educate yourself on these guys. I really, really do. So, yeah. So that was the show, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about some really cool stuff with shrapnel over there. With shrapnel. And also, too, it's raining in LA, and hopefully it stops raining so I could go to hot yoga. But I had a great time with you guys. Honestly, just to kind of recap everything, I'm not worried about Solana. I'm not going to be selling. I'm not effing leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not selling. I just don't care. I'm going to hold on to it. Gamer, I appreciate this. I'm doing my part to help the economy recover by supporting local businesses. Julie says, I'm Satoshi. Shout out to you, girl. Max Kaiser is not Satoshi at all. And he is... Oh, God. Anyways, I do. And also, too, if you can shop small, do it. I do. I try to shop small. I do. I really, really do. That's why I don't go to chain restaurants. Number one, the food makes me sick. And number two, I'll pay like a couple extra bucks more and go to a small business if I can. But we don't go out like we used to because just prices are so high and I just can't tip like I used to and stuff. So maybe like once every 2 weeks we go out. And again, when I get pizza, the most affordable pizza near me, and it actually tastes better than a lot of the restaurants, is Little Caesars. So I just get me a $10 pizza from Little Caesars. And that's okay. The kids eat it. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of the day. I don't know what our second media piece is going to be, but we'll put one out for you at 3:30 p.m. PST. So make sure to watch. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.